Hi everyone and welcome to our video lesson on accent. Accent is a way of speaking a particular language. Accent or characteristic pronunciation may determine the social and educational background, age, and the phonetic habits of speaker's native language or dialect carried over to his or her use of another language. So, in a way, our accent is the process of speaking our native language, and this may appear wrong or strange to native speakers of the same language. Our accent also depends on where we live and what social groups we belong to. For example, an Indian will speak with an Indian accent, but in India, there are various accents due to differences in social background and education. And this can be related to everyone throughout the world. Even in a country or region, accents can vary. And remember this, difference in regional accents of English exists among the Americans and the British. And note that the Philippines follow the American Standard English in general. Accent is important in any language, not just English, as mispronunciation of certain words may lead to misinterpretation or misunderstanding. So you may think that a person doesn't have an accent because he may have an accent similar to you, but this is not true as everybody has an accent. So is someone's accent a real problem? The answer is no, not at all. Nowadays, English is taught as an international language. And while speaking English as an international language, the only real problem can be something that affects the ability to understand. So the main focus should be able to communicate with others, whether they are native or non-native speakers. So what do language learners need? To understand others and communicate intelligibly, a language learner should come into contact with different accents, and the language learner must be sensitive to the differences in pronunciation in the real world when they encounter people with different accents. So remember that English is accepted as a global or international language, and no accent is worth more or regarded higher than the other. Yes, you can have your own accent, and it doesn't matter if you are a native or non-native speaker. One should be able to communicate comfortably and confidently with other people, and be able to understand the other person's message in return. Now, here are some tips to improve your accent in the English language. First, it is important to learn the phonetic alphabet. The International Phonetic Alphabet, or APA, is a standardized representation of speech sounds in written form. So they represent those qualities of speech such as intonation and the separation of syllables. Next is you need to get familiar with the language. So you can gather information about many other English accents around the world and expose yourself to a few through our lesson materials, movies, and the internet. Third, you have to find out if something is strange about your pronunciation. From the earliest school age, accurate pronunciation is crucial to learning. Poor pronunciation means poor fluency, which in turn means poor comprehension and expression. Luckily, educational technology provides a solution, so you may check online English language dictionaries. And lastly, the more you speak, the more perfect your language will become. So what are the components of accent? The first component is articulation. It refers to the production and proper enunciation of speech sounds. So the two types of sounds we will study here are vowel and consonant sounds. The next component is word stress. It is also known as syllable stress. So this component refers to putting a particular emphasis on a certain syllable in a word. The third component of accent is linking. Linking refers to a combination of linking, or running the words together without any pauses or breaks. Blending, combining and blending ending and beginning sounds of subsequent words. And reducing, or shortening or omitting certain syllable sounds. The fourth component is phrase stress. This refers to putting a particular emphasis on a particular word in a string of words. And the last component of accent is intonation. This one refers to the different sound patterns for phrases and sentences. It is achieved usually through pitch variations in the voice. So we are done with the discussion part. Now, we all have basic fluency in English in the Philippines, but we are not prepared for the barrage of phrases and accents we will encounter while speaking English in other countries. That is why I want you to have this activity. First, you have to search for videos that compare English accents. I have posted links to reference videos in the description box. Then, record yourself delivering a line or two from your favorite English movies in American English, British English, Australian English, Irish English, Indian English, and Singlish, or the colloquial Singaporean English. But please remember that this is just an accent exercise and we are not trying to mock other people's accents here. Alright then, that's the end of the video lesson, but you have to show me your participation to this task by commenting your name, section, the movie line that you have chosen, and the title of the movie. Again, thanks for watching and see you in our next class.